Hello and welcome to the Mad Leprechaun. My name is Mert Walsh. Recently I had the pleasure of chatting with Brian Alaria and Arlo Brown, British F2 Cup Championship winners 2023. I also chatted with Peter Founds and Jevon Wormsley, British F2 Super Champions 2023. If that's something that interests you, please stick around and stay tuned until after the intro. I am with Brian Alaria and Arlo Brown, F.S.R.A. British F2 Cup Champions 2023. Has it sunk in yet?
Not at all for me.
No?
Everybody keeps telling me everywhere I'm going. We went to the bar last night and they all cheered for us, and it's still, don't know.
It hasn't quite sunk in yet.
No, not at all. I think
No.
I need a weekend sleep over it.
Yeah.
to be
Arlo?
fair.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think because we've got a race this afternoon, and we've got Knock Hill. There's still, there's still a bit of work to do, even though the championship's done.
Yep.
We still want to close out the season in a good way. So my thoughts at the moment are on this afternoon, and I'm not really given too much time to think about the championship.
Right.
But yeah, less pressure now. At least that's the main difference.
You can enjoy it more.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Now, literally, I kind of thought about this last night because obviously you wrapped up the championship yesterday. Your journey, and I'll ask you as you've got the microphone in your hand. Your journey. How long have you been in the paddock? How long have you, Brian, been together? And then I'll ask you another question after that before you hand over.
Yeah. So I started racing in 2017, in March 2017, and I sort of bits and bobs in. Did my first wildcard in F.S.R.A. in 2018. The following year, podiumed in the Cup class at Croft. Then started our F.S.R.A. campaign. This is with Michael Kirkup in 2019, and it sort of fell apart. We ended up in the roads instead, and then you fast forward a bit. I didn't do much until Brian and I partnered up last year in 2022.
Oh, right.
And we had a good go at it. We had a really good go at it.
Yeah.
It was a good season all in all, but we came runner up, and yeah, we sort of put it all together this season, really.
What I would add to that is if you look back 12 months ago, how different 12 months ago was for you. You were at Cadwell Park and you were very, very poorly.
Oh yeah.
Fast forward a year, would you have expected that you would have won the championship?
I was confident that
Okay.
we could do it, and because in my head there was things we could do with the bike that would improve it, that would improve our pace, and that stuff came into fruition. So I was quietly confident. I wouldn't have gone and told people that we would do it, but because there's a lot of fast people in the F2 Cup and a lot of people that are capable of winning it. But this season it's all come together, and it's mainly thanks to Brian and his consistency and his ability to work on the bike. And he does a lot of work off the track, and I think that's what's kept us confident on the track, and also meant that we finished every race so far, which is the most important thing to do in a championship.
Any highlight for you in your time with Sidecarry before we pass over to Brian? Apart from the obvious.
Yeah. I had in my whole career, you mean?
Yeah.
I had a podium at Oliver's Mount, which was really good. The Southern 100 was great. Just to be part of that was great. I think Alton was a good one for me because I'd never been before. Never even seen the circuit, and first lap was in qualifying, and we managed to put it on pole, two seconds under your PB, and so I was quite happy with that performance, and it was hard work, but it was good. So Alton's one of the highlights. Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brian? So I'll recap in case you can't remember your journey. How long have you been in the championship, and your highlight apart from the obvious?
Started racing in 1998. Joined Emra, came second in the championship, beaten by Dave Kimberley, and then eventually decided to go to in Bempsey, and we carried on in Bempsey for a number of years, about 3 years, 4 years, and then we won that championship in 2016.
Yeah.
And then decided there's only one way to go, and that's join the F.S.R.A. So we joined the F.S.R.A. in 2017. Got numerous podiums. It sounds big-headed, but it isn't. And in the championship we came second, third, and then I think we've had 1 third, maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and now we've won it.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Sound quite stunning. So your highlight, any highlight apart from the obvious?
Just, yeah. I mean, obviously 2016 winning that championship, that was a highlight. The highlight for me is every F.S.R.A. race, because it's like, and obviously the obvious with Arlo, and he brought up Alton Park. He was absolutely amazing at Alton Park, having never even been to the track, and we should have done the Friday testing. They cancelled the Friday testing for one reason or another, so we literally had 3 laps for you to navigate the track, and we came in and we 2 seconds short of our PB, and it was great, and it just overwhelmed me, to be fair, because his passengering skills are absolutely fantastic. I keep telling him all the time, he doesn't believe me, but yeah, he's the reason we've got this championship is mainly him.
I mean, I'm purely an outsider kind of looking into your championship, and I've obviously heard Arlo and some of his feedback and some of the things he said to you. There seems to be a good communication between the two of you. There seems to be a good rapport, and it always seems to be quite a happy awning to be in.
Yeah.
I think that has to be part of, if you're happy off the track, you're happy on the track.
Yeah.
Vincent,
I mean, there's no secret to it. Yeah, I mean, that Vincent can be noisy, can't it? There's no secret to it. I mean, there's no point in being not happy off the track, because if you're constantly fighting each other and not talking to each other and communicating with each other, then it's not going to go good for any team, to be fair.
Yeah.
But we try and talk to each other all the time, as much as and I've said to Arlo, look, before he started, I've never really had any passengers where they have put ideas forward, because I don't come from a racing family.
Right.
I've just learned on a sidecar. I just suddenly decided to go sidecar racing in 1998, and here we are now. So everything I've learned from the rest of the racers. I talk a lot with Lee Crawford, Pete Founds. Pete Founds has been a massive inspiration, to be fair. And all the top boys like that, they're all willing to help you. Rami, absolutely fantastic. But they're all family. They are real.
He's
close
a sidecar family, very much.
Oh my
so.
God!
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's great. And the fact is that if you don't communicate very well, you're not going to do very well. Simple as that. I don't know what he wants to do on the outfit. Yeah, Arlo would, we'll come off, we'll practice in, and he'll go, I'm going to try that, I'm going to try that, I'm going to try that, and I'll, okay, as long as you know what corners I know what corners you're doing it at.
Yeah.
So I can prepare myself for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work. And all the things you've suggested this year, they've been great, because obviously Arlo's been on with different people as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be stupid of me not to, take on board what he's got to say.
Yeah.
Because he's been on with some decent, riders.
Yeah. So the last question before we say goodbye is any plans for moving forward for next season, or what are the plans for next season?
Well, I'm going to pass you on to Arlo for this one.
Okay. Arlo.
Yeah. I'm going to be enrolling on an MA starting in September.
Right.
Which means that I'm not going to have the time, unfortunately, to carry on racing. Yeah. Which is a massive shame, it's been a big part of my life for the last 7 years, since I was 16 years old. I'm 23 now.
Yeah.
And it's sad to be parting from it, and I don't want to. But you've got to it's a shame, and the thing is about this team is, like you said, it's such a happy awning, and they made me feel so at home from day one, and that's the best thing that you can ask for, really. And every time I come here, I'm excited, and I'm not only excited to be on the bike, because I'm excited to be around, like, in a part of a great team. And, and they've looked after me, they've fed me, they've pampered me, basically, and I've had such a good time, and I'm so grateful. And it's a shame that that it's got to come to an end, but I've got to sort a career out, and I'm just glad that I could give this championship, that we could give this championship to the team, and so I'm not going out with unfinished business, and I'm not going out forever either. I'll come back. I just need to sort my life out, basically. And then that's cool. So I basically, what I mean is, thank you to Powerhouse, thank you to Brian, to Lisa, to everyone who comes along. Like, it's just been an amazing 2 years, and I'm so glad that we could do this this year. It's just such a brilliant thing to do.
So, any news on who's jumping on, Brian? Or do you want to tell us?
Well, Ollie later will be coming back.
Oh, okay.
And jumping on with us.
Right.
So we look forward ahead. I mean, obviously, Ollie's more than welcome to, come back at any time. As far as being in the team and everything's concerned, and
you'll always be part of the family.
Goes on, yeah. But it'd be sad to see him go. But it's a hard decision that he's had to make, and I'm happy for him. Kind of in a sad way. In a selfish way, I don't want him to leave, but I'm happy for him because he's made a mature decision. And I cannot blame anybody for that.
No.
So good luck to you, mate. He's still family.
Good luck to the pair of you in the next race, and thanks for your time today, and congratulations once again.
Brilliant.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, mate.
That was Brian and Arlo. Now for Peter and Jevon. I will apologise in advance for the audio on this. There's a lot of background noise. Unfortunately, both Peter and Jevon were extremely preoccupied with setup because they were competing in both the F1 and the F2 at Knockhill that weekend. They're playing their cards extremely close to their chest in this interview. We're not going to learn an awful lot of new stuff, but it's always nice to hear from Pete and Jevon.
Peter Fownes and Jevon Walmsley, thanks ever so much, guys, for your time, and congratulations yet again, 6 times British champions. Does it ever get old?
No, it doesn't ever get old. No, not at all.
Do you still?
Whoever stops enjoying winning.
No one. Does it ever get? Well, is the motivation to win the British Championship still there after?
Yeah, you always go out to win, don't you? Every time you go out on the race circuit.
Yeah.
Everyone. I don't think there's anyone in this paddock who doesn't go out not to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just about getting out there, and as soon as sometimes you say you're going out for a steady one, but the red mist soon comes down, and you soon think you're much faster than you actually are.
Right, oddball question, and I've tried to go with some oddball questions. And this is to both of you, but as Jevon's holding the microphone, Jevon can answer it. If someone was to offer you and Jevon a British F1 wild card, would you take it?
A wild card is on a F1 bike?
F1, here's an F1 outfit. You two guys can go out and race in the British Championship in a round.
Yeah, probably. Just to see what it was like, see what it was like, yeah.
Pete?
Yeah, I'll go along with that, yeah, probably.
You probably would?
Yeah, I think so, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I just wondered how, because you are obviously both very dedicated to the F2 and clearly very accomplished on the F2. I just wondered if you ever fancied dipping your toe in the F1 world.
Yeah, we would. I think, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
The thing is, you put so much effort, don't you, into the F2 racing.
Yeah.
It's that niggle in the back of your mind. Would you have time to prep 2 bikes?
Yeah.
Right now, I think I don't have time to prep 1 bike. So
yeah,
would I have time to do 2?
I know that very much. When I spoke to you last time or last year, it was all geared up towards the TT. Everything in your kind of world was towards the TT. But I just thought, would there be, would there ever be like an instant if someone was to go, there you go?
I suppose on the reverse side of things, we've got an imposter. I suppose on the reverse side of things, like it could potentially help because you're not then having to get your bike out every weekend and do the British Championships or whatever. You could just keep that for testing for the TT, possibly.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes it can detract a little bit from your testing for the TT because when you're chasing a championship or you're competing at a championship, sometimes you're a bit reluctant to make wild changes to the bike just in case you go backwards.
Yeah.
So. Who knows?
Okay. So as I said at the start, you've now won 6 British F2 sidecar championships. And this is an oddball question. How many of those championships would you give up to win a TT?
All of them.
Ooh.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It obviously means. I kind of thought that would be, the answer.
Maybe that's unfair, I don't know, but yeah, I know what you're saying. That's what we want, isn't it? It's a passion, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. I mean,
we love the roads. At the end of the day, if there was a road racing series for F2s, we'd be there.
Right. Would you ever consider Scarborough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping us going to Scarborough other than it's clashed with a lot of things previously.
Yeah.
Not necessarily other meetings, but stuff that we've had on in our. It just hasn't fallen lucky for us so far, has it? There's always been something on. So.
Yeah. And one final question: plans for the future?
Yeah, win the TT.
Yeah, win the TT.
That's happening next year, and then we'll see what we do then after that.
Yeah. You coming back to the British next year?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
Not sure. We'll keep ourselves. Keep our options open.
You're keeping options open, right?
It's absolutely nothing against the British F2. It's a great championship.
Yep.
The great set of lads. Lovely atmosphere.
Yep.
What's not to love? So yeah. And it is, this is the if you want to race F2s, this is the highest level in the UK. So
absolutely.
This is where you come.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But whether it's for us next year, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see what else is.
We'll see what happens after Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks ever so much for your time. Congratulations yet again, and I'll let you guys get on because you're racing tomorrow again, aren't you?
We are. Yeah, we've got a bit of fiberglassing to do now.
Bit of fiberglassing. You're doing in the F1 Championship and the F2 Championship.
We're competing in both. Yeah.
Just to keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks ever so much.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Mate. Cheers.
If you have liked this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't liked this video for any particular reason whatsoever, please feel free to leave a thumbs down. Don't forget to ding dong the notification bell, like, subscribe, comment in the comment section below, share the love, people. Until next time, look after yourself. Bye bye.